I'm back at you again with another video today, and I just really quickly wanted to make a video about dyeing your hair and kind of, I guess, do's and don'ts, but more do's, just so you can have a good dye job and you don't have to worry about messing it up. You know, this is kind of more for people who haven't ever dyed their hair before or are thinking about doing it and are kind of just looking into how to go about it. So first off, if you haven't already, check out down below. There's all my social medias. I'm thinking about getting a Snapchat. Let me know, guys, if that's something you would enjoy. Me updating that regularly and kind of just knowing about what my day's like. So anyways, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so first thing being, I think this is kind of an obvious one, but just for those of you, we're going to say, if you know nothing at all about dyeing your hair, biggest thing that a lot of people make a mistake on is shampoo and conditioner. So shampoo and conditioner, there is a difference between all of them. Between shampoos. So when you have color in your hair, to make it last the longest possible, you want to try your hardest to stay away from any products, not only shampoos, but mostly it's in shampoos that have sulfates. So like it'll say one common sulfate that's in a lot of shampoos is sodium lithate sulfate. I think that's how you say it. And if you just look at the ingredients on it, it'll say on there, you know, if anything has the word sulfate at the end of it, don't buy it. Because basically sulfates are the things that make shampoos super foamy, you know, that like really nice texture that you get and you're like, yes, my hair is so clean. But that's actually terrible for dyes. So stay away from that. So the second thing I just wanted to show you really quick, your best bet for getting sulfate-free shampoos is either looking on the bottles for sulfate-free, or personally, I like Tresemme. This is Tresemme's Color Rejuvenating Protection Shampoo, and most color shampoos should not have sulfates in it, unless they're gypping you. So watch for that. But usually your best bet is to go out to the store and get some sort of color safe shampoo and conditioner. This is what I use, like I said. Next, really big thing that's really important for not necessarily the dyeing of your hair, but most people have to bleach their hair. So big thing about bleaching is it kills your hair. That's the thing that a lot of people get upset at you about, like when you're like, oh, I'm going to dye my hair. Like, a lot of people don't realize it, but bleach is the thing that kills your hair. It's not the actual dye, really. Most dye doesn't really damage your hair that badly. It's the bleach. So with bleach, one thing to remember is bleach, you need to have your hair as dirty as possible. I'm not saying like don't shower for a month. You can obviously wash your body, but if you can go like 3, even maybe 4 days without shampooing your hair, if you can stand that, that's really good, because bleach is basically taking out the color out of your hair, and it's stripping your hair of the oils, which is horrible for your hair and why it leaves your hair feeling like straw. So if you can, try and go as long as you can without washing your hair before you bleach it. Now, if you can't do that and you have to wash your hair, what I like to do is I like to use coconut oil. So coconut oil is really good for your hair. It's a great conditioner for your hair. Usually I'll put it in like a day before I'm gonna bleach my hair, just so that it has time to soak in there, especially because I've been dyeing and bleaching my hair for about a year now. And so my hair is already kind of damaged, so it's really helpful to put coconut oil in there to condition it, which is also a great conditioner no matter what. And it's complete, you know, if you get the virgin one, it's completely natural. It's totally fantastic for your hair and for conditioning it. So just like leaving it in a day before you bleach your hair will really help it not feel like crap afterwards. The next thing is when you're dyeing your hair, it's the opposite of bleaching. Dyeing, you want your hair as clean as possible. So let's say you bleach your hair and then you wait a day or so, because sometimes people will wait a day or two or a week before, that way their hair can rejuvenate a little bit before they dye it. If you're going to do that, wash your hair. Like I said, it's the opposite of bleaching. So you want your hair to have as little in it as possible so the dye can stick to your hair instead of all the hairspray or hair products that you have in there. So you want it as clean as you possibly can. Like, clean. Another thing to remember when you have your hair bleached and then dyed is it's going to be very fragile for the first week or two afterwards until it kind of gets back to its normal state. That's if you're conditioning it and putting oils in your hair, like I said, and stuff. So again, the first week or two, your hair is going to just be a mess, to be honest. And so definitely one of the things that would do you well is to look up on YouTube some hairstyles that you don't have to have heat on, because this thing is going to be your worst enemy for a little bit. And straightening. I know a lot of people who have colored hair, or hair in general, just like to use a blow dryer after they shower to style their hair and etc. If you're going to use this, get one that has a cold setting and use it, because that will save your hair, I promise. If you're blow drying your hair every day or every other day with this, and you just bleached it, you're not going to have very great hair after a while. So make sure you're wary of using heat devices on your hair after you bleached it, at least for a little while, until you'll be able to notice a difference in your hair of how it's laying or how it feels, the softness of it, etc. Alright, so last thing being dye, the actual dye itself. So the dye is kind of weird. It depends on your hair. Dyes, it's kind of just a hit or miss. One thing though I would definitely recommend is the dye that I regularly use, Special Effects. Looks like that. You can get it on Amazon, and I don't know where else. But I know you can definitely get it on Amazon. They have all kinds of different colors. It's like 13, 14 bucks around there, depending on what color you get. And I know it's kind of expensive for one bottle. The bottle's 4 fluid ounces, so if you know how much you need. I think probably, I have thick hair, and when my hair is about down to here, we got about 3 of these, and I ended up with, I think, about a half of one. So it's pretty good for covering area wise, and how far I get. I also recommend that hair dye because I had the purple and then this is the blue one, and I had both of them for at least 2 months or 2.5 months, and it was vibrant. It was beautiful color the whole time, and towards the end of it, it faded to a beautiful color. The dark purple faded to a hot pink, and it was amazing, and I loved it. And then this, I actually dyed over the hot pink, so it faded to a really pretty purple. And it was just, I definitely recommend Special Effects. They're an amazing hair dye brand. And yeah, so another thing that you should be aware of with coloring your hair is it's going to bleed. No one tells you that right off the bat when you are going to dye your hair. They're just like, oh, it's so great, it's the color and it's fantastic, which it is all of that. But one of the things no one tells you about dyeing your hair is when you wash it, it's dye and it's in your hair, but it's gonna come out. And so one thing you should be really aware of is pillowcases, towels, possibly bathtub. If you're gonna wash your hair out in the sink or bathtub, be very, very careful, or have a really great cleaning product for afterwards. So if you do it in the bathtub, it's probably going to dye the tub a little bit, and so you'll want to have to scrub that out right away in order to get it off so it doesn't dye your tub. Also, if you're going to use a sink, be careful. Don't get your parents mad at you because if you don't have a stainless steel sink, it is probably going to stain your sink as well, like your bathtub. So I would just be careful with that. Worst case scenario, you go take your hose outside and rinse your hair out outside. And usually that works pretty well. You know, the grass doesn't tend to dye very well. So, just so you know, I'd be aware of that. Also, the back, this area of your shirt, I had a lot of white shirts that have gotten totally killed from dye. So if you have longer hair, I'd be aware of that. Another thing really quick, when you're dyeing your hair, you'll want to be really careful and have either someone who kind of knows what they're doing or watch a lot of videos on it, because it's not fun having like dye here or on your forehead. But again, you're dyeing your hair, so it's probably going to happen a little bit. So one of the ways that I've used before to try and prevent it staining my face and my forehead is if you put Vaseline. So you put it up here, behind your ears and around them, down and at your neckline. And if you do that, I totally think it'll help you save you a lot of trouble of having to get off dye for the next couple of weeks off your skin. Alright, so last thing guys, really quickly, I wanted to share with you a deep conditioner that I use. So I use Aussie's 3 Minute, 3 Minute Moist. I also use, they have a color, it says color in yellow. I ran out of that one a little while ago, but I used both of these. This one I used after I bleached my hair. And then the color one I used for like the next 2 weeks after I colored my hair, and it's pretty good for keeping, you know, pretty good at not destroying your hair color. And I definitely recommend this. Like literally you put it in for 3 minutes, and after like the first 2 weeks I had people like wondering how I managed to keep my hair so nice. Alright guys, so that's it for the video. Stay beautiful, stay amazing, stay awesome, stay fantastic, and stay safe. And I love you guys all so, so much. If you want to follow me down on my social medias, they're down below. There'll be a link for Twitter, and there'll be a name thing for Instagram. So it's just oOKawaiikittyOo. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget to like and comment down below, or hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see my face. I upload every Tuesday, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you all next week. Bye.